Man United dressing room feeling intense as stance on Mason Greenwood return emerges. The expected reinstatement of Mason Greenwood at Manchester United has reportedly raised questions in the Red Devils dressing room. Many of the players are said to be disappointed that they were not consulted about the decision as Greenwood prepares for an awkward reunion with his teammates. According to French media outlet Sports Zone, there are intense feelings of unease around Carrington as United look to bring Greenwood back into the fold following the conclusion of their internal investigation into the 21-year-old. Greenwood has not played for the Red Devils since January 2022, but after all criminal charges were dropped against him, the Sun claim he will now be allowed to return as early as next week. Club executives are said to be mulling over 3 options to integrate him into their system before making any further announcements. The first is to build up his fitness with the under 23 seconds before promoting him to the first team. The second is to send him out on loan, and the third is to immediately restore him to the senior squad. United's most recent statement, released on Wednesday, read, "Following the dropping of all charges against Mason Greenwood in February 2023, Manchester United has conducted a thorough investigation into the allegations made against him. This is drawn on extensive evidence and context not in the public domain, and we have heard from numerous people with direct involvement or knowledge of the case. Throughout this process, the welfare and perspective of the alleged victim has been central to the club's inquiries, and we respect her right to lifelong anonymity. We also have responsibilities to Mason as an employee, as a young person who has been with the club since the age of 7, and as a new father with a partner. The fact-finding phase of our investigation is now complete, and we are in the final stages of making a decision on Mason's future. Contrary to media speculation, that decision has not yet been made and is currently the subject of intensive internal deliberation. Responsibility ultimately rests with the chief executive officer. Once made, the decision will be communicated and explained to the club's internal and external stakeholders. This has been a difficult case for everyone associated with Manchester United, and we understand the strong opinions it has provoked based on the partial evidence in the public domain. We ask for patience as we work through the final stages of this carefully considered process. Despite United's statement suggesting that they have not made a final decision, the Athletic claim intense staff meetings have been held with club executives over the matter. It's said that some members of the backroom staff feel ashamed and that they're willing to resign over the club's reported decision to reinstate Greenwood. The report also adds that a number of employees are considering going on strike should the club go ahead with these plans. In other news, Erik ten Hag has identified when Wonderkid will be back and his key Casemiro role. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag says he sees Mainoo as a partner for Casemiro when he is fully fit. Manchester United's preseason was impacted by unfortunate injuries to Amad Diallo and Mainoo. Mainoo in particularly was carving out a role, starting all 4 games before his untimely injury against Real Madrid. United's Premier League season kicked off without Mainoo this past Monday, and Erik ten Hag's tactics weren't quite right. He sees Mainoo as a potential solution. Erik ten Hag on Mainoo. Speaking to his press conference, ten Hag says he believes Mainoo could be an effective partner for Casemiro. The Dutchman explained, "I know in this moment he's not there, but Mainoo, we have seen him against Arsenal. He is ready to also to pick that role." This speaks volumes to ten Hag's faith in the teenager's ability, that he feels confident to talk up the 18-year-old. It also says a lot about the midfielder's character, that he is confident he can cope with the expectation. When Mainoo will return, Erik ten Hag has a clear idea of when Mainoo will return from injury. He explained, "At this moment, he's not available, but I think he will also, in say 1-2 months. Not in 1 month, but in 2 months, he will be available. And so, for the winter is coming up, he absolutely will have his games." Even if Mainoo returns to training within a month, ten Hag does not expect him available until what will likely be after the mid-October international break. It is a shame Mainoo's progress was disrupted. The manager may even have been planning to start him in the first league game this season. But there is plenty of football left to be played, and Mainoo's fresh legs could be very useful when he is back to full health, giving United a boost at a key time. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.